Once upon a time there was a land called Daverdan, Jawurdan, in pre-Islamic times. The Israelites lived there with a very large population. Some say the number is 4,000 or 8,000. But some say around 30,000 or 40,000 people. One day the country was hit by a plague. Deadly disease oppresses and frightens the inhabitants of the country. They were so afraid of death that all the residents packed up and left the village. Fleeing the plague, they believed they could avoid death too. Tens of thousands of Israelites also left David. They moved to a place in the lowlands that was considered safe from the plague of Thon. They are happy with the new country where they live. They arrogantly believed that they could resist death and live for a very long time. But God is all-powerful and deadly. Rabbi Exalted sent 2 angels to a lowland in the new land of Daverdan. One of the angels is above the valley at ground level. Another angel came down. At the same time 2 angels shouted. Then all the Israelites died in that land. None of them remained. All lay dead, lying down, no one to care for them. Time flies, no one knows that country. People's corpses bury themselves. They rotted and only the bones remain. Bones one with another scattered. Even if there was a team of archaeologists, they would not be able to piece together the skeletons of tens of thousands of Israelite bodies in such a mixture. Till then, the prophet passed through the former land as per God's destiny. He is not one of the 25 known prophets. But a prophet is one of God's chosen people. Some opinions, the name of the prophet is Hizqil. The prophet Hizqil ponders how God will raise the dead in the last days. He was very curious about this miracle. The prophet Hizqil then prayed that Allah would show him, namely the resurrection of man from the grave, where nothing was left but rotting bones. Then God raised from the dead the people of David who had been destroyed. His scattered bones were put back together perfectly. Then the bones are wrapped again with meat, muscles and skin. One by one their bodies were returned, then their souls. Tens of thousands of children of Israel were resurrected after decades of destruction. The prophet Hizqil witnessed this extraordinary event himself. The people of Daverdan who rose from the graves felt like they had just woken up from a very long sleep. This amazing story was included by Ibn Kathir in his commentary. He related it when explaining the verse of Allah. Have you not seen the people who leave their hometowns, while they are thousands in number, for fear of death? Then Allah said to them, You die. then Allah brought them back to life. Verily, Allah has mercy on mankind, but most people are ungrateful. Qs. Al-Baqarah 243. Many lessons can be drawn from history. Underneath is an attitude of dependence on God alone. The Israelites wanted to avoid the fate of death and long life. Not only did they believe in Allah, but they also think that leaving is the right way to avoid the plague. But who would have thought that what they did was actually close to death? Another history lesson is how God's power revives humans, both spiritually and physically. Likewise, later on the day of resurrection, Allah will resurrect all mankind. Whereas, it is very easy for Allah to do this. Besides that, the destiny of death is also a valuable historical lesson. Not everyone can completely avoid or prevent death. In His words, those who say to their brothers and they do not go to war, if they had followed us, they would not have been killed. Say, reject death from yourselves, if you are truthful. Qs. Ali Imran 168.